Okay, next day. So yesterday I did the startup of the lawnmowers and chipper shredder, which they're now all in here. So now today we're doing the Echo and Stihl equipments. Well, with the exception of this chainsaw right here, which is a McCulloch. And I decided not to include the Mantis tiller. Even though there's nothing wrong with it, it's kind of tucked in the very back right here. I just don't feel like pulling all this stuff out again, even though I did all that yesterday. In fact, we're supposed to get some rainstorms probably in the next couple of hours, so I just don't really have the time to just fool around pulling all this stuff out again just in order to get this thing out. So I know it runs, so I'm not really that worried about it. In case if y'all are curious, y'all start commenting thinking, where's the Mantis tiller at? I'm sure some of y'all are gonna ask that regardless of me saying about it. I don't know how to say this right, but anyways, that's it right there. It's all good, so I won't worry about it. Maybe pull it out next year. So we have 5 string trimmers, 2 backpack blowers, well, I'm sorry, actually 3. 2 handheld blowers, a hedge trimmer, and 2 chainsaws. What should I include first? I don't know. How should I do this? Well, we'll see. I'll think about it. So, without further ado, let's get started. How about we start out with the McCulloch Beaver chainsaw, since it's a non-Echo or Stihl equipment, even though this video is going to be titled as getting the Echo and Stihl equipment running for 2022. We'll go ahead and do this first. So this is my grandfather's old chainsaw. It's a McCulloch Beaver model 2014. It has a 14-inch bar. This saw is about 25 years old. It's a good running little saw. About 9 years ago I put new fuel lines on it, rebuilt the carburetor, and got it running. And after my grandfather's passing, I decided to bring it back here at home from the farm, and I had to replace the fuel lines on it again. But right now I'm having carburetor issues, but we'll see what will happen here. I got to be careful with pushing on this purge bulb, because if I end up pushing it too much, which normally you can push on these as many times as you want, but for some reason I've been noticing gas squirting into the throat of the carburetor, which that means that the carburetor's got a bad check valve, which there is no repair on that. I'm going to have to replace the carburetor. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I feel it taking on fuel. The thing's probably, who knows, I could have flooded it, but we'll see what will happen here. I'll just try a couple of pulls on full choke, and if it doesn't start, then it's probably more likely flooded. Alright. Nope. I think she's going to run. too bad. Carburetor does seem like it needs some more adjustments again, and that's another issue. I've been having to adjust this carburetor multiple times. Alright, so we'll do the next chainsaw. Okay, next up we have a 2012 Echo CS400 chainsaw. I've had this chainsaw for 10 years now, and it's been a good one. It is powered by a 40.2cc engine. It has an 18-inch bar, so it's 4 inches longer than that one. And we'll see how this saw will start up. I did not use it at all last year. I did have to put some gas in it, and also it didn't even have bar and chain oil in it too. I don't know, I must have a leak somewhere. Yeah, let it idle for a little bit before I start giving it revs. See a little stream of bar oil, which that's a good sign. The oil pump is working, it's doing its job, lubricating the bar and chain. Okay, now for the hedge trimmer. Alright, so what we got here is a 2010 Echo HC150 hedge trimmer. I went ahead and just pulled the blade cover off, just not even thinking about it. I usually would do it while filming, but oh well. This is one of the two hedge trimmers that we have. This is the gas powered hedge trimmer. Last year I bought a battery powered hedge trimmer for my parents. So I think I only used this thing maybe once or twice last year. Do we have any gas? Yeah, it's got enough gas. Let's see how this will start. All right. Alright, so that does it for the chainsaws and the hedge trimmer. Now let's do these 5 string trimmers. Alright, so the first string trimmer we're going to start up is the Echo SRM 2201. I don't know what year this one is. I'm going to guess either 1989 or 1990, because that was when this model was built. I'm going to say this one could have been built in 1989 because it's orange. Because I'm going to say that the later ones like this were gray, just like you see on that one. Okay, so we'll see how this will run. And I've been having issues with this thing not wanting to stay running. So that's why I did not use it at all last year. Even though I did attempt to use it in a lawn cutting video last year. But we'll see what happens. Yep, I think it's doing it again. Yeah, it doesn't want to stay running whenever I let go of the throttle. Oh well. Alright, next one. This is a 2002 Echo SRM 2400 SB. So my dad bought this trimmer almost 20 years ago. And that's what it basically is. Y'all are probably going to think that this is a PAS system, but no, it ain't. They did make a PAS version of this called the PAS 2400. It's just the power head only. But this particular unit, the trimmer attachment was included. And along with this purchase, my dad also bought an edger attachment. This unit, I think my dad paid around $329 for it, and then an extra $90 for the edger attachment. And this has been a good trimmer. My dad has now gotten back to using it more often now, with helping me cut the grass at my grandmother's house, and also as well as doing a lot of trimming at the farm. So we'll see how this will start up. This thing has not been started since I did that last lawn cutting video back in November. Okay. Oops. She's a little cold-blooded. Yep, still running good after 20 years of use. Next one is a 2010 Echo SRM 225. This is Echo's bottom line straight shaft trimmer, and it still to this day exists. We'll see how this will start. This is always an easy starting trimmer. Okay. Oh, how about that? This unit has a i30 recoil starter, that's what Echo prefers to it as. Stihl even has their own version of it called like an easy 2-start. Just give it a slight pull and she'll start. Alright, next one. This is a 2011 Echo PAS 230. So I only purchased this as just the power head only. The trimmer attachment was separate. I actually bought this at Home Depot. So this is definitely a great unit. It's powered by a 22.8 cc engine. I didn't mention about the engine on the SRM 225. It's 21.2 cc. I guess you could say this would be maybe the newer version of the SRM 2400 SB, even though the SRM 2400 SB has slightly more. Its number of cc's, which is cubic centimeters, is a little bit more. That's 23.6. I can't remember now. I gotta take a look at it. Yep, 23.6. Let's see how this will start. The sun now decided it wants to come out. Boy, it is nice and warm out here. It's actually hot in the sun. Alright, so the last trimmer. Alright, finally a 2017 Stihl FS91R. So this unit here has a much different engine, unlike the Echoes, which those are 2 strokes. This is what's called a 4-stroke hybrid, or Stihl advertises it as a 4-mix. Technically it's a 4-stroke engine, the top end of it. The bottom end is basically like a 2-stroke. So it functions more like a 4-stroke, but it requires to run the gas oil mix for lubrication. Okay. I hadn't started this thing since October, so it's been sitting for quite a while. Not even gas on the purge bulb. And this has a semi-automatic choke system. If you start tapping on the throttle trigger, it'll bring it back into run position. So to choke this thing, you got to push it and turn it all the way there to full choke, and then that would be half choke or warm start position. Give it some primes. Alright, this one definitely started up the easiest. Just let her idle for a little bit before I start giving her the juice. Alright, so that does it for the trimmers. Now for the blowers. Alright, the first blower is a Echo PB400E, an old backpack blower. So this is my dad's old backpack blower. I think there's gas in it. Yeah, there's some. Enough just for it to start. There we go. I don't really use this blower though. Well, because of with the 2 issues. One, a broken strap, and of course got a broken flex tube. So we'll see how this will start. Switch on. Choke, no purge bulb, just a choke only. Sometimes this thing will take less pulls, sometimes it'll take even more pulls. And this is a loud unit too. Yeah, she may be old, but it still runs good. Alright, next one. Next up we have a 2009 Echo PB251. So this was Echo's entry-level handheld blower back at the time. I think this blower was introduced in 2007. 2009 was technically its last year and was discontinued in 2010, replaced by the PB250. And just a couple years ago, the PB250 was replaced by the PB2520. So I've had this thing now for 13 years and it still runs great. And it still is an easy starting machine, and that is still the original carburetor, even though I'm not a big fan of these Zama RB series carburetors. Okay. Yep, still running good after all these years. Alright, next one. Next up we have a 2011 Echo PB500T backpack blower. So this is my older backpack blower. Bought this in October of 2011, so it is just well over 10 years old. It is powered by a 50.8 cc engine. It's rated at 70 decibels, category 2. And we'll see how this blower will start. All right. Oh, we got some leaves left over from the fall. Whoops. Yeah, that was definitely not a good idea. Well, the patio's all dirty anyways. Alright, so now we'll move on to the newer backpack blower. Next one, this is a 2015 Echo PB580T backpack blower. This one replaced the PB500. Now this one here, where is the spec? Oh, it's at the front. I think it's 58.2 cc's, so a little bit more power. We'll see how this one will start. All right. Yep, still a great blower after having it now for almost 7 years. Okay, last equipment out of this video. Okay, the last equipment to be started is a 2018 Stihl BG86. This is my other handheld blower. This is Stihl's top of the line handheld blower. This is powered by a 27.2 cc engine. This is not a 4-mix or 4-stroke hybrid like on my FS91R trimmer. This is just a 2-stroke. And it does have the semi-automatic choke system just like on my Stihl FS91R. Just turn that. And whenever you tap on the throttle trigger, it automatically brings back to the run position. This model has the Elasto start handle, which is really good starter handle. They're claimed to be more shock resistant. So let's see how this will start. Think about it, I'm going to go ahead and blow off the patio. So that will do it. So all the equipments are good. They're up and running for 2022. Even though, with the exception of the Manta Stiller, even though it does work, I just didn't feel like pulling it out. So yeah. So that'll do it. So I hope y'all enjoyed the startup of this video. I've already had a request for the Stihl equipments for the first lawn cutting video for this year. So we'll use them, the FS91R and the BG86 blower, along with the Craftsman mower for the first lawn cutting video. So anyways, if y'all enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if y'all are new to my channel, and if you like all my other videos, and if you haven't done it already, please subscribe and click on the notification bell at the top of the screen, which that way you will get a notification knowing that I have uploaded a new video. And so hope y'all enjoyed the video, and so thanks for watching.